Carter, feel that? What do you think of that t-shirt?
What do I think?
Yeah.
It just feels like a normal t-shirt, with a little stretchy material.
Any other thoughts?
No, it's blue.
What if I told you that t-shirt costs $60?
60?
Yeah.
I think that's a little overpriced. I don't know exactly why. I'm trying to look for something that makes it worth 60. Why is it 60? Oh, it does have a little cool little stitch right here, but I don't know if that's worth 60. Let's see what it's made of. Yeah, polyester and cotton, spandex. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. No, not a $60 t-shirt.
Yeah. I need to figure out why it's $60.
You don't know why?
No. But that's what this video is going to be for.
So hey friends, welcome to this week's video. As you can tell from the intro, this is not going to be a tech review this week. It's going to be something with clothes again. So if you were expecting tech, I'm sorry. Just right now, the priority and order of which I'm doing my reviews is just kind of basic on how I'm living my life at the moment. And right now, I do have a bunch of tech on the way or in the backlog, but I'm currently cleaning out my house for the summer, getting ready for quarantine, going away, and hosting people, having people over, things like that. So we're trying to clean up the house, clean up our wardrobes, and sort of consolidate everything that we have for a large donation to Goodwill. So in that, I've also obviously found some gaps in my wardrobe, and it seems that basic tees is one of those things that I just don't have. I have a lot of jackets, I have a lot of collared shirts, I have a lot of shorts, I have a lot of everything. That's hence why I'm consolidating. However, I just never really paid attention to t-shirts. I would usually just get the cheapest thing possible. But I thought that this might be a good time for me to explore options that are maybe a little bit more premium, that are better tailored and fit for my body shape. And that's the reason why you saw that intro. And we are going to explore extremely expensive t-shirts and see if there's any merit behind that price tag. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's Cuts. Cuts is a extremely marketed brand, especially on Instagram and with influencers, and they purport very nice materials and with a very solid cut with various hems for availability. We'll get into that in a little bit later. But yeah, they have a wide plethora of options, and with that plethora of options come with a high price tag. So I went all in, bought a bunch of different colors, sizes, cuts, just to get an understanding of how these things feel and if they are justified in their price tag. So if you want to see what I think about these, well, just stick around then. Before we get started, let's talk about Cuts offerings. While they do offer a range of long and short sleeve tees as well as polos and Henleys, their biggest differentiator is the variety of cuts they offer, hence Cuts. Noticeably, all are designed to give you better pocket access, and I believe the curved is probably the most flattering for most people and is most traditionally shaped. So if you like your flat cut, the curved is probably the best option, and it actually does have a nice sort of drop on the body. In terms of the split hem, this can give you a slightly different look than other t-shirts, and it could look pretty cool. It does have an elongated back, so if you're scared about showing your lack of butt gains, definitely a good option for you. And then there's the elongated cut, which if you straight just want to wear a dress, or just are ashamed of your whole nether region, I would imagine this cut is for you. After cut and style, you have a couple options in terms of material in their Pima and Pyca offerings. Their Pima cotton is 100% Pima cotton, made in Peru, and is more lightweight and airy than the Pyca offering. It is more durable and traditional, and comes in 4 colors. As for the Pyca, it is a polyester cotton spandex blend that is more stretchy and purportedly wrinkle-free. Most noticeably, the Pyca blends offer a wider range of colors. Both materials have seasonal colors, but as you can see, they go extra ham with the Pyca line. For the purposes of this review, I'm only going to review the long sleeve and short sleeve options in the curved hem. I'm 5'10", 185 pounds with a pretty regular build, so I'm nowhere near the height where elongated would look flattering on me, and I don't do enough squats to warrant the extra coverage of the split hem. I'm a normal guy. I need a normal hem. Now that you got the basic rundown of these shirts, let's talk about how they feel on body. I'll start off with my general thoughts as we run through the different colorways, but I'll get into the Pima and Pyca differences after, promise. For my body type, these shirts fit relatively well between both the short sleeve and long sleeve variants. The shirts will fit very close to the body unless you're a literal rail. In terms of short sleeves, it does fit tight around the biceps and at a relatively good length. However, I think if you're looking for something more casual with more space and even longer potentially, these may not be your vibe. Moving on to the long sleeves, I thought they had a pretty good range of motion and stretch. Hell, I probably could have done a workout in these. However, I can see how beefier people might feel constricted around the armpits and forearms in this shirt. I'm not jacked by any definition of the word, but definitely felt more cramped in those areas, so please consider that when buying this shirt. I will say I like the look of the long sleeve better than the short sleeve on me, and that the Pyca colors are definitely better than the Pima. It's unfortunate that they don't extend the same love to the Pima line, because I would love to see some of those seasonal colors in the Pima line. Lastly, the fabric on both lines don't feel very natural and almost feel like there's a film on it. I'm not exactly sure how to describe it, but between the fabric's feel and tight fit, it almost felt like a jiu-jitsu rash guard but less smooth. As we start looking at the differences between the Pima and Pyca cotton variants, the Pima cotton has a thicker ribbed collar and the overall material seems to have a natural sheen to them. On the other hand, the Pyca cotton is a stitched collar and has more matte looking colors. While I do like the colors of the Pyca better, the Pima felt better around the edges. That sheen was just a surprise to me. In terms of stitching, first, why do companies put tags instead of prints on their basic t-shirts? It just makes the whole shirt less comfortable. But anyway, this was a misstep in my opinion from Cuts, especially because their stitching is pretty trash on the Pyca anyway. The Pimas were fine, but every single one of my Pycas had a stitching issue with the tag. Just remove it and make the shirt more comfortable. Going into fit differences, the Pyca is definitely tighter fitting, which might make it retain shape better, but you better hope you don't gain any weight because this shirt will become unflattering real quick. The Pyca really wants to be close to your body and make you look jacked, but not everybody will want that all of the time. The Pima, however, is a little bit more breathable and forgiving and has more relaxed look. It definitely looks like you're trying less and something that you could layer with more easily without looking like you're trying to hide your super suit under your jacket. In terms of promises, the Pyca purports wrinkle-free and buttery soft. Hard cap.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
If you've watched this video to this point, you can see that these shirts are opposite of wrinkle-free. And as I mentioned before with the fabric, it feels stuffy and synthetic. It's definitely not $50 of softness. I've had Express and Uniqlo shirts feel softer than these things. Going into the Pima line, I can get on board with most of the things that they promised. I might question breathability a bit. It is more breathable than the Pyca, don't get me wrong, but definitely I've had more breathable shirts at a fraction of the price. However, the shirt was fine to lounge around in, and I really enjoyed kind of going through my day wearing this shirt without much issue. I almost considered keeping it, but then I remembered the price tag again. So yeah, I don't think I can recommend this. I think you guys got that from the very beginning, but $50 for a t-shirt is extremely expensive. I will give it to them. They have some of the best colors in the game. Their hems are also very interesting. But I just don't think that the material itself feels all that good. It's supposed to be Pima cotton. I know they have that Pyca cotton that is their performance brand, but you know, it just didn't feel good in hand. And it didn't feel great on body. It does feel better on body, but it did feel restricting, and it did feel like I would warm up in it. It didn't seem extremely breathable, and it was almost like I was putting on a uniform. So like, with all of that, it just doesn't feel like a basic essential. It should just feel casual and comfortable. For example, there are other brands out there like Classic Tees, like Buck Mason, that are cheaper and offer a little bit better, like a looser knit, something more comfortable and breathable, but still have those tapered looks. They also have different kind of finishes on them that might make them a little bit more interesting than just flat colors. Again, you don't necessarily need to spend $35 on a t-shirt. Even to me, this is ridiculous for basic tee. However, it is more comfortable than what I've been feeling with cuts. The other thing with cuts is I just feel like it's made for a single body type. So if you are, big in the shoulders and V tapered, I think that'll be really good for you. It'll be very flattering on you. The fabric will follow well, and it fills in at all the spots that you want it to fill in. However, if you are heavier sets, or you have a little bit more space, you fill in a little bit more during the waist or through the waist, this is not going to be that flattering to you. And I would recommend you look at other brands that are cheaper and have a more universal fit, or a fit that is more flattering to your body type, because these ones just feel like it's made for that skinny Instagram model with big shoulders. So I understand the aesthetic. It looks super good on models, but I just don't think it's for everybody, and that's another reason why I don't think that that price tag is super attractive. Even out of the box, they didn't present themselves very well. There's just stitching errors and all that sort of stuff. So these are things that I would expect to be resolved at a price point like this. So just, before I get too long on this, cuts just doesn't meet the quality standards, fit standards, or feel standards that I would expect from something this expensive. So for your money, I would expect you guys to please check something else out. But if you want to check them out, I'll leave a link in the description, just so you have easy access to it. I'll also throw some other brands that I've looked at for your consideration. I don't have a full review on them, but there are other brands out there that you could potentially look for something as basic as this. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that review. Again, something fashion oriented instead of tech. We'll get on tech shortly. It just depends on when I get done with this sort of consolidation effort inside of my house. Since we got to get ready for the summer, I just need to make that a priority at the moment. But hope you guys have been doing well. I hope you guys are going to be enjoying the summer, especially as things start opening up. And please keep in contact with me. Social media, all that sort of stuff. I always like hearing your comments, and you do help me direct the way that this channel is moving, especially how you guys like and comment things. So if you're new here, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, do all the things you normally do on a video that you like and love. And if you're an OG, please keep tuned and tell me what you liked about the video. Anyway, as always, appreciate you guys.